What's going on, everybody? I'm Chibuga. Welcome to Crash Team Racing. This video is going to be about the new fire mechanics with the super turbo pads. I'm just going to call it Blue Ultimate Sacred Fire because originally they were called Ultimate Sacred Fire, but now like they glow blue now and they work slightly different from the original game, and so let's just call it Blue Fire for short. Long name Ultimate Sacred Fire. So there are a few tracks where you can activate the blue fire, which most of them have super turbo pads. For example, Turbo Track, Polar Pass, Hot Air Skyray, Cortex Castle, Engine Labs. That's just to name a few. I'm not gonna play like on each level, but I might show like some of the locations of the turbo pads. Of course, there's still other tracks with them. Like I know there's some on the Nitro Kart courses. I haven't played all of them yet. This is the Super Turbo Pad location for Engine Labs. This is the Super Turbo Pad location on Hot Air Skyway. This is the Super Turbo Pad location for Polar Pass. Though this one is kind of hard to get to because of this hop right here.
Wrong way.
If you're going too fast, you'll actually jump over it and just land on the ice and miss the turbo pad. So you do have to be kind of going slow in order to activate this one. This is the location of the Super Turbo Pad on Cortex Castle. Alright, so I'm going to show you pretty much the difference between a regular boost pad and a Super Turbo Boost Pad. So when you go over Super Turbo Boost Pad, you will notice that your flames will be blue instead of the regular orange color. See that light, nice blue? That's how you know you went over a Super Turbo Pad.
Wrong way.
See, that's orange. That's how you know it's a regular Turbo Boost Pad. Now you may be wondering why they have Super Turbo Pads in the game. Well, in the original, Super Turbo Pads were put in to make you go up fast enough speed to where you should clear giant gaps. Now in the original, they may not be as necessary because I think you jump somewhat higher, don't quote me on that. But they made a big difference between this game and the original, which makes the Super Turbo Pads way better in this game. In the original game, the Super Turbo Pad, the speed would be cancelled out if you did anything like hopping, doing a drift boost, or going over a regular turbo pad. So there was only like certain spots where you can use the Super Turbo Pad, and it's only for a limited time. Like in the original, if you went off this Super Turbo Pad, you could not hop off of the jump because you would instantly lose it. So if you wanted to get the full speed from it, you had to just go off of it and then just pretty much ride out as much reserves as you got from it. But in the new game, you still keep the Super Turbo Pad boost even while drifting, which is a mechanic that they put in this game that differentiated from the original one. Alright, so the first mechanic you need to understand in order to use the Super Turbo Pads to their fullest ability is fire. So basically, while you're driving and you get turbo boost from drifting and power sliding, pretty much you get this reserve system. The more you drift and power slide, the more it builds up and the longer you keep speed from the fire. Basically, in order to get the best use out of the turbo pads, you need as much fire as possible. So first I'm going to show an example of using the regular turbo pads with no fire reserves left over, and then one with the fire reserves left over so you can see the difference. Alright, so this is going to be the part that shows just going over a turbo pad with no fire reserves. See how long that lasted? Not even a few seconds. Alright, so now I'm going to show you the difference of what happens when you have some reserves left over from boosting. Alright, you see how much further I went with just 3 boosts? Now, if you continue chaining boosts together throughout the whole track, that will all add up in the reserve system, and your boost will last a lot longer and go a lot farther. Alright, so now I'm going to show you the difference between going over a super turbo pad with no reserves and going over a super turbo pad with reserves stocked up. And you'll see a huge difference in the distance you go and the amount of speed that you have throughout the lap. So this is the part where I go just over the super turbo pad normally. Okay, so this is going to be showing how far you go when you have the super turbo pad boost plus reserves. See how much farther you went? Alright, so now I'm going to show a clip of me playing through Cortex Castle and show how much of a difference in speed you get when you keep the fire going, keep your reserves, and you go through the level, and how much important it is not to hit any walls or mess up, and then also show how fast you go if you get the sacred blue fire and keep it throughout as much as you can on the level. Yo, this track is my second favorite track in the game. And I've been practicing this one. I'm pretty sure anybody who sees this right now probably thinking I'm hacking for this speed. So a few key notes to remember about pretty much reserve systems as a whole. The more you drift, the more you put in that reserve system. You'll lose all that reserve if you hold the brakes, get hit by an item, or even touch a wall. So it's really important that you do not touch walls while you're trying to keep the reserve system together. Alright, and that's about everything I can think about right now about the Blue Ultimate Sacred Fire and the Super Turbo Boost pads. This is going to be the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for staying until the end of the video. Remember to leave a like and a comment below. Also, if you want to see more videos from yours truly, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Alright, until next time, remember to be a legend and have a great day.